Hey, what's up everybody? Onepeg here. A couple of housekeeping items and we'll get kind of into the video. First, there was a holiday gift that came in. We've pretty much all got it at this point, I think. If you haven't, log into your BSG profile page on escapefromtarkov.com and make sure that you claim it. It's important. It's really nice stuff. Utility stuff that's good for like housekeeping, quality of life, that kind of thing. You get a docs case, which is nice, and a free ammo box. So the docs case, kind of huge, something to put keys in, which they didn't do for the last gift and kind of left everybody high and dry, and that was something that was tough to get for a little while. The thing that's been kind of controversial for everybody isn't necessarily like the armor or anything else that you get. It's the 900 rounds of BP ammo. 7.62 BP ammo and an AKMN, AKMS, whatever, and some drum mags and 900 rounds of BP ammo. There's also a set of GPNVGs, which is nice, which kind of ties into the rest of this video. Now, I realize that that's been a little bit controversial, but, you know, what can you do? A couple of weeks and all that BP ammo will be pretty much filtered out. It doesn't come back in insurance. You know, the only guys that are going to be holding on to it are the ones that are super conservative and are just playing with SKSs the whole time and bringing pockets of ammo in their, you know, whatever. Right? I really wouldn't worry about it for too god-awful long. And honestly, if we're talking long game, it's like 9 months to a year now before we end up seeing wipes and, you know, big patches and stuff like that. We're not going to see Streets of Tarkov for a long-ass time. When you're talking about people that are either resetting their account, like me, for money because I'm a fucking shill, or people that are just starting out in the game or just are looking for that extra challenge and starting over, they have the ability to make that claim, and now they're able to be a little bit competitive with all the Giga Chads that are going to be running around trying to protect themselves wearing tier 5 and 6 helmets and stuff. So maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. But again, devil's advocate, I understand that you guys have your opinions. I'm not trying to like sway you or anything. It's just, in my mind, I'm kind of like, whatever. Never going to be balanced. It's Tarkov. In addition to that, we have drops streams that start tomorrow on the 28th. There's going to be a whole shitload of streamers each day. There's like 1,000 streamers or some shit that are going to be streaming each day for the next 10 days. I'm streaming on the 1st of January. If you guys care, I'll be live at 5 a.m. and go until my 24 hours is up. So I'll be live at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is GMT minus 5. So 10 a.m. GMT, you guys can math it out depending on your time zone from there. And I'll be live for 24 hours. So if you're looking for a place to idle, please come by. I get to farm you guys for ad revenue. And the last time that this happened, it pretty much like paid my mortgage for a couple of months. So it's worth it for me to do that stuff. So, you know, if you guys feel like supporting the stream and you want to farm me for free stuff, please come by and do that. Okay? All right, on to cultists. Let me first start out by saying that the interaction between myself and this scripted like AI experience that has been coded by BSG is probably the coolest AI interaction opponent that I have ever dealt with in my entire history of gaming. They have some really, really effing cool tactics, but it's nightmare fuel, boys. Nightmare fuel. Oh god! Oh god! Oh, holy shit! Holy shit! Oh my god! You creepy fucker! Before we get into the tactics that they employ, I want to first talk about the, I guess, mechanics. What are the nuts and bolts? How do these guys show up and all that stuff, right? Okay. By the numbers, cultists have a 28% chance to spawn on woods and shoreline only. They do not spawn on any other map. I know that there are other cultist circles. I know. It's only woods and shoreline at the moment. If they add another map, or if they turn it on for, like, you know, customs or whatever, if they put them on reserve, trust me, I will tell you. But right now, it's only woods and shoreline. They spawn in a very, very large proximity area. A large proximity area. I mean, like 50 plus, 100 plus meter radius around the marked circle areas on each of these maps. For spawn locations, on woods and shoreline both, there are now some like waterlogged churches, both in swampy areas. In woods, with the expanded area, it's in the far north. There's this church that's kind of like half submerged in a pond. There's a bunch of cultists that spawn around there because there's a marked circle up there. Obviously, the shoreline church that's in the swamp that's been there forever. On woods, they will also spawn around the old marked circle over by the sawmill. And on shoreline, they will also spawn, apparently, I have yet to confirm it, but they will also spawn up in the shoreline resort and possibly also on Scav Island. Okay? But I haven't been able to confirm either one of those yet. I know that they spawn around the church, but the other ones I haven't actually seen. I'm wondering if that's true because they like to be in bushes and they want to be outside. So it's very possible it's only around the church and maybe Scav Island. But right now, the only confirmation I have is the church itself. Spawn times only at night between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. That's it. That means that you have to start a map before the timer for the map reaches 5 a.m. Now, I don't know once the sun comes up if they'll despawn or not. I obviously have no way of knowing that because whenever I've seen them, I've obviously fought them. Once they're fighting you, they're not going anywhere. They will appear in groups of like 5 or 6 with 4 to 5 warrior-type cultists, all named Sectant, which means cultist in Russian, and Zhrek, which is the priest. Basically, in Russian, that means a priest that doesn't adhere to any kind of Christian god. From what I have seen, they all kind of have boosted HP pools, but it seems like the warriors get one tap to the head. Zhrek, the priest... Hey, Editor Onepeg here, real quick. I'm not the only one that's drawing the parallel with Zhrek and them predominantly being in swampland and Zhrek not wanting anyone to be nearby his location in a swamp, right? I'm not the only one drawing this parallel to this incredibly obvious meme. Zhrek, right? Okay. All right, just making sure. Is absolutely like Scav Boss style buffed up and has double pockets. The priest is the only one that carries the poison knife. If the priest stabs you, it gives you this unknown toxin debuff. The poison will kill you if it zeroes out your head. It doesn't act like a bleed. The poison will absolutely kill you, so you need to keep your head and your chest healed at the very least while the poison ticks, unless you have the antidote. The antidote is a stim that was added with 12.9. Most people do not currently have that antidote, so if you get stabbed by the knife, you're pretty much spam healing until you get out of the raid. It will also persist through death, so you have to make sure that at the very least you are healing yourself of the poison and make sure that, I guess, you heal it through therapist. So let's get into tactics and how you interact with this AI element, because this is really, really cool. And I think BSG did an absolutely phenomenal job with it. So first and foremost, these guys act like living landmines, almost. You have to be within 5 to 10 feet of them and almost look at them before they will actually move and engage on you. And they won't fire on you with weapons at first. First, what they want to do is they want to stab you. All of them use knives initially until you shoot them. If you fire on them, then they will switch to longer range engagement style of stuff. Firearms, their guns, all of them have suppressed weapons, by the way, and they also have grenades. But that's not really the cool thing about them. The cool thing about them is, yeah, they're incredibly scary and they jump you out of shadows and stuff, and all of a sudden you're just seeing somebody in your face and you scream. Oh God! Oh God! Oh, holy shit. But the coolest thing about how they operate is once you've engaged the pack, and the pack is all aggroed on you at once. And here's what I mean. I'm going to play this for you, and I want you to just listen and watch how they're doing what they're doing. Saw you too, asshole. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, nade. Nade, nade, nade. They're using misdirection tactics. Oh, there's another one. This dude was just making noise over on the right. He was just making noise. Try and open up an opportunity so the other guy can throw a nade at me. I think this guy's drawing me in again. Holy shit, this is awesome. He's straight on up the hill, and I just don't know how far. Oh! There's another one! Holy shit! I think that was the priest. Nope. One more. He's prone right here. They're like too fast. He took off. Here's the priest. Oh, you beautiful bastard. Look at you. So where I am engaging these guys is in the far north, the new circle on woods, right near the pond. And the circle's kind of far away. It's a good 50 to 100 meters away from where I engaged this first cultist. At my 12 o'clock, it seems like I'm under fire. Oh, Jesus Christ. Because someone kind of up on the rise in front of me is shooting at me. One of the cultists is laying into me. Now, there's 6 cultists here, minus the one that I just killed. So there's still 5 left. But I'm only being shot at by one of them. Only one. And yeah, I take out a second one, but that still leaves 4, and I'm still only being engaged by a single opponent. And as they're firing at me, I start realizing that even though I'm facing out from like a tree or something, they're not actually shooting at me. I'm not being hit, not really. They're hitting the trees and stuff kind of around me to make me engage them. They want me to give them attention. And as I start moving and working toward trying to engage them and find where they are, all of a sudden you hear a pin pull off to my left. Because as I'm engaging the guy in front of me, the cultist on my left is prepping to throw a grenade at me and make me have to run. And they did it again. Oh, nade. Nade, nade, nade. They're using misdirection tactics. And this is why I say this is one of the coolest interactions I've ever seen, if not the coolest interaction I've ever had in an AI opponent in all of my years of gaming. It's because this just reminds me of like that movie Jurassic Park, you know, the original one where they describe how the raptors hunt and how one of them gets your attention from the front and then you have one that'll flank from the side when you're not expecting it. That's exactly how these guys interact with you as the gamer. And I just thought that that was so cool. On top of the fact that once they realize that they've been spotted and, you know, you take a shot at them or something, they'll turn and run. And they go for like these long flank maneuvers, just like we do strategically when it comes to playing Tarkov, trying to control the flow of battle and keep everybody guessing. It was awesome. Now, the last piece is how they look. And what I did is I waited for the sun to come up so that I could actually like, get a good look at them. They all wear black. They all wear these black, like, overcoat robe kind of things. They all do. The warriors have on black robes, black pants, black boots. They typically wear masks, like a half mask or something along those lines. But the priest is the only one that has his hood up. And if you notice, sometimes he wears a pestily mask and stuff like that. But if you notice in this, he's the only one that wears his hood up over the top of his head. So it's pretty easy to tell, like, which one of them is which. So cool, man. BSG knocked it out with this. If you guys haven't engaged cultists yet, if you guys haven't fought them yet, just even going into offline mode and trying this is super fun. It's scarier than hell, and you're probably going to get got, but super fun. Anyway, guys, that's what I have for this one. Thank you so much for coming and checking out the video, and I will see you in the next one, and maybe I'll see you on stream on the 1st. We'll talk to you. Peace.